that clean as?
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner. It works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Love your Honda is all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. Only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, 2 young men gone in Belmopan. PUP hosts NPC meeting in the capital. Deputy Prime Minister speaks out on BTL's proposed acquisition of SpeedNet. And we bring you highlights from this weekend's A Night to Shine. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
This newscast is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
So this is how much I work to you then?
So what, you may want 3 then?
Sure. You ought to order.
Sure. And I may think flowers may romantic. Did you just get your girl 1 flower? Now you're in trouble? The poor man out there, man, that's sin.
Your girl doesn't just want 1 flower, she wants a garden.
But builders are too far.
That's why we brought the store to you.
At shopbuildersbz.com, we make it easier to find all your building needs. Shop anytime, enjoy delivery right at your door, and save with every purchase. For February only, first-time users get to enjoy a special reward when signing up.
Ken!
Oh, yeah.
Like you do all of this?
Yes, with Builders Hardware.
Welcome to Plus News for Monday, February 16th. I am Nevia Ramos. A double murder in the nation's capital has renewed public concern about safety in Belmopan after 2 young men were fatally shot late Friday night near the compound of the Belmopan City Council. The incident occurred on February 13th at around 7:45 p.m. when officers responded to reports of multiple gunshots in the area. Upon arrival, authorities found 2 male victims suffering from gunshot wounds. They were later identified as 21-year-old Belmopan resident Zamar Alvarez and 20-year-old Calvert Webster, a resident of Mahogany Heights. Staff Officer ASP Stacey Smith gave us some more details.
Police in Belmopan were alerted to the sounds of gunshots being fired in the City Council area of Belmopan. Upon the arrival of the police officers in that location, they were directed to a sidewalk in that area where they observed the unresponsive body of 2 male persons who were later identified to be 21-year-old Zamar Alvarez, a Belizean unemployed of Belmopan City, and 20-year-old Calvert Webster, a Belizean unemployed of Mahogany Heights. What the investigation has disclosed so far is that both Webster and Alvarez were in a group of 4 or so male persons when they were fired upon.
Families of the victims are now grappling with the loss. Alvarez's mother, Alina Alvarez, was devastated when she received the news, explaining that she did not know her last conversation with her son would be her final one.
A family member called me and let me know. I didn't want it to believe, but when I went out there and I saw my son on the floor, then I said it was true. I think a lot of people will heard about my son because he's an artist. He loves music. He's a humble young man. And every he see anybody will say good afternoon, morning, good evening, very respectable. He was my firstborn. He was my everything. I love my 2 other kids, but he was my world. He's always happy, always dancing, always singing, clanging, trying to do something. If I come home and I'm in a mood, like he would say, Mommy, you want to dance for you? Give me $2, and then he would dance. He's a sweet little boy, and everybody loved him. The people them who know my son, they loved him, and his name is Zamar Alvarez, but his stage name is Zambo. Friday, I called him and I checked on him. He said, "You done eat?" He said, "Yes, Mommy, I was sing right now." He said he loved me. I tell him, "I'm not going nowhere. When I come home, I will cook for you." He said, "Yes, Mommy." That was the last conversation I had with my son.
Alvarez, who held a promising future and a strong love for music, was countlessly described as a humble and joyous person. But despite these qualities, circulating rumors have attempted to link both boys to recent robberies in the capital. According to ASP Smith, at least one of the boys was a person of interest in a robbery.
What I can say is that one of the male person, I believe Mr. Webster, was in fact a person of interest in relation to a report that was made, a robbery report.
But police do not believe there is any connection.
As I stated, it is an ongoing investigation. We are hopeful that the leads that we have gathered so far will bring more clarity as to the motive in this incident.
Alvarez's mother firmly addressed these allegations, saying that she had made sure to instill core values and strong principles in her family.
Let's sleep in dog lies. The child I raised wasn't a thief, so if that's what they say, if they have proof, then so let it be. But everybody who know me and know my children, especially Zamar, and Zamar comes from a humble family. So everybody who knows my child know that what they're saying is that if that's how they feel, then I know my child was a very sweet young man. He stealing not in my family. We know that's not me, that's not him.
As the investigation unfolds, this grieving mother's sole request is for justice and accountability for the death of her son.
I will just let them know that they took away my joy, they took away my peace, my happiness, my best friend. They took away. He was me said, just take away my world. My son, I'm in my world. My son, I'm in my everything. You know, and to the killers, I pray for you guys, and I pray for your parents. You know, God will give me justice. I put everything in the hands of God, and I will continue to pray. I will continue to pray and pray for me to find peace in my heart, to be able to get over this.
Police on Keycocker are continuing investigations into a shooting incident that disrupted the island's quiet Thursday night. Around 8:30 p.m., gunshots were reported on Parrotfish Street. When officers responded, a golf cart carrying 3 men fled the area, prompting a brief pursuit through the village. During the chase, one passenger reportedly jumped from the moving cart, discarded an item into a garbage drum, and re-entered the vehicle. The pursuit ended at the Kikaker Health Center, where police found 22-year-old Dominic Castillo suffering from a gunshot wound to the back. He was treated at the clinic and later transported to Carl Huschner Memorial Hospital for further medical care. Police later recovered the discarded item, a 9mm Taurus pistol loaded with 7 live rounds. Investigators also found 7 spent shells and bloodstains near Hawkbill Street. As a result of the investigation, police have arrested and charged Javan Moody in connection with the shooting. Investigations are ongoing as officers work to determine the full sequence of these events.
Kikaker police have formally arrested and charged 29-year-old Javan Moody for the offense of kept firearm without a gun license and kept ammunition without a gun license. These charges follow police's investigation into a shooting incident that occurred sometime around 8:45 p.m. on February 12, 2026 in the Bahia area of Kikaker. The responding officers reported that they were alerted to the sounds of shots being fired, and upon approaching that area, they observed a golf cart with 3 male occupants, which was speeding away from the scene of the incident. That golf cart was pursued, and a male person later identified as Moody was observed throwing a firearm. Mr. Moody was taken back to the location where the firearm was thrown, and the firearm, when inspected, was learned to be a 9mm Taurus brand pistol, which contained a magazine with 7 live rounds of 9mm ammunition. In the course of this investigation, police additionally recovered a .38 revolver with 3 live rounds of .38 caliber ammunition, and from the scene of that incident, 7 expended shells were recovered.
Police are investigating a fatal road traffic accident that claimed the life of 29-year-old Manuel Mongia. The incident occurred on Saturday night between miles 47 and 48 on the George Price Highway just outside the capital city of Belmopan. When police arrived on the scene, they found the lifeless body of Mongia lying just a few feet away from a totaled motorcycle. A partially damaged SUV was also found at the scene. According to ASP Stacey Smith, the driver of the vehicle has since been served an NIP.
Roaring Creek police are investigating a fatal road traffic accident which led to the death of 29-year-old Manuel Mungia. The investigation commenced on Saturday, 14 February 2026 at approximately 9:20 p.m. when officers in that jurisdiction were advised of the presence of an unresponsive male person near miles 47 and 48 on the George Price Highway. The officers proceeded to that location where they indeed made that observation, and they also observed a Lifan brand motorcycle which showed signs of damage, as well as a guardrail which also showed sign of damage. Police also encountered a male person on the scene who was driving an SUV, and that SUV also showed signs of damage on the driver's side. What we have learned so far in the course of this ongoing investigation is that Mungia was traveling from the direction of Belize City to Belmopan, and it is reported that he veered into the lane of the oncoming traffic, and when he would have collided with that vehicle, his motorcycle careened and collided into the guardrail, which caused his untimely demise. A notice of intended prosecution has been served to the driver in relation to the investigation.
A gas leak scare near Belize Elementary School prompted a swift evacuation late this morning. At around 11:30 a.m., staff reported a strong butane smell entering the compound from a nearby barbecue stand located close to the school. Out of an abundance of caution, administrators evacuated the preschool, high school, and the staff members while the situation was assessed. The fire department was alerted and responded to the scene. School officials noted that concerns had previously been raised about safety risks due to food establishments bordering the school's perimeter. In response to today's incident, the school says it will be appealing to the Belize City Council to review and address the issue to ensure the safety of students and staff. We will be taking our first break for the evening and be back with more news, so be sure to stay tuned.
Come to Banquet, find your way. Engines roar at the break of day. Volvo outboard surf the waves. Castrol oil is what they crave. Live with power, feel the sound. Heavy machines shake the ground. Riding Honda, feeling proud. Rev it up and shout aloud. Feel the wind against your skin. Smell so wide, let's begin. At Banquet, where dreams ignite. Gear up, but let's take flight. Kohler's power runs our towns. JCB lifts heavy pounds. Find the tools to build your dreams. Banquip's got the best machines. Grip the wheel and never slip. Feel the rush, it's time to trip. Every brand you know and love. Banquip fits you like a glove. Feel the wind against your skin. Smell so wide, let's begin. At Banquip, where dreams ignite. Gear up, but let's take flight.
Banquip, equipment, parts, service. We represent quality.
Come to this very nation.
In Isaiah 30:29 it says, and you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival, and your heart will rejoice. The body of Christ will unite, and many hearts will rejoice on the Saturday, March 7, 2026 at the Belize Civic Center, beginning at 6 p.m. as a Heavenly's Productions brings to you Jesus Festival.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus.
Featuring the hottest gospel artists coming out of the Bahamas, Sherwin Gardner.
So I say, with all of my heart and all of my soul, I worship you, O Jah. Tell them that the praise will never stop. All I want to do is give you the highest praise.
Also showcasing one of the biggest gospel artists from out of Trinidad and Tobago, Positive, dropping his hit tunes.
Rolling in my two-man army, my Jesus and I wanna sing out some sweet gospel reggae. Blessing after blessing and nothing can hold it back.
And then It's the return of the biggest gospel band in Belize, Heavenly.
I'm gonna be heavenlies for life, serving Jesus Christ.
And all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, USA, the daughter of the world-famous televangelist Creflo Dollar, none other than Jordan Dollar, with her hit song. Also highlighting Genesis 501 from Capital City, Belmopan. Blind Sight, Genesis Gospel Band from Sugar City, Orange Walk. Reality Youth, Pastor Herman Blees and the Kings Park Prince team, Pastor Frederick Gordon and Garin Carvalho and his GCO group. Remember Jesus Festival.
Jesus Festival, yeah, Jesus, rocking on the world.
Taking place Saturday, March 7, Belize Civic Center from 6 p.m. until. Bring out the entire family for a time of praising God and witnessing souls being saved and lives being recommitted to God. For tickets, call 615-4766. That's 615-4766. Sponsors: Angela's Press, Racina's Imports, Cellular World, Love FM, More FM, Quem Radio, Vibes Radio, Plus TV, Channel 7, Channel 5, and Wave Radio. Come on out and be blessed.
Jesus Festival, yeah, Jesus.
Need a fresh new kitchen, flip that switch, ignition, GE appliances shine. Every knob, every line, all align and turn the shower on. Feel gold, colder in the chrome. So bold from the tiles to the tiny screws. We've got the wow you'll choose. All in one place, Design Depot. Everything you need for the life you want. Let's go! From the floor to the paint to the patio glow. Build it up, light it up, watch your dream home grow. All in one place, all in one place, all in one place, all in one place, all in one place.
Design Depot, all in one place. As one of the largest cable and internet providers in Belize, CBC strives to provide our customers with the highest standards of quality, value, and service in all aspects of cable TV and internet. Monitoring our systems closely, our technicians combine creative planning and state-of-the-art technology with years of experience and training to develop and provide the most reliable and advanced cable and internet service to exceed your expectations. For CBC and our team of talented engineers, technicians, and customer service representatives, delivering less than the very best is never an option.
So this is how much I work to you then?
So what, you may want 3 then?
Sure. You ought to order.
Sure. And I may think flowers may romantic. Did you just get your girl 1 flower? Now you're in trouble. A poor man out there, man, that's sin.
Your girl doesn't just want 1 flower, she wants a garden.
But builders are too far.
That's why we brought the store to you.
At shopbuildersbz.com, we make it easier to find all your building needs. Shop anytime, enjoy delivery right at your door, and save with every purchase. For February only, first-time users get to enjoy a special reward when signing up.
Ken!
Oh, yeah.
Like you do all of this?
Yes, with builders hardware.
On Sunday, the People's United Party held its National Party Council meeting in the capital city of Belmopan. The NPC was hosted at the Belmopan Comprehensive School, the same venue where the Honorable John Briceño was elected to become the leader of the PUP 10 years ago. Over 1,500 members of the People's United Party and its supporters discussed the party's way forward at Sunday's event. Recently completing 10 years as the leader of the PUP, much of the party's success since 2018 was attributed to the leadership of the Honorable John Briceño.
We have won election after election after election under the leadership of the Honorable John Briceño. Today is just not another gathering in our political calendar. It is a moment of reflection, celebration, and renewed commitment as we mark 10 years since the Honorable John Briceño was elected as our leader. Let us leave this meeting more united than ever, more focused than ever, and more determined than ever to deliver for the people that we serve. To our party leader, thank you for those 10 years of steadfast leadership. The journey continues, and we walk together. To every council member present, your presence signals determination and dedication. Your voice strengthens this democracy within our party. And to the people of Belize, whom we are entrusted to serve, we remain committed to building a nation that is fairer, stronger, and full of opportunities for all.
All the victories that we experience are because of our hard work, right? And if we are supposed to experience more victories going forward, it'll be because of our hard work. We lose the municipals 4 straight times. We lose village councils 3 straight times. We lose general elections 3 straight times. We lose even by-election, we lose 2 times by some crazy margins. Then 2016 happened, and John became the leader, and he immediately moved to unite all of us. And since then, we've been winning and winning and winning, and winning in a serious kind of way.
During the National Party Council, 4 resolutions were adopted. The renewed endorsement of party leader Briceño, support for the 1 million trees planted by 2035 initiative, endorsing the pause on the BTL SpeedNet acquisitions talks, and fully endorsing and commending the rolling out of NHI across the country. The Prime Minister reflected on the last 10 years as the leader of the People's United Party and what he would like to leave behind as his legacy when it's all said and done.
And we managed to put the party together. Once we've done that, because we've been united, we've managed to get the successes that we've had since, as DPM said, from 2018 we've been winning elections. And I'm hoping that we can continue that trajectory of winning an election. But you win an election when you work for people. And you can't forget why is it that you have been elected. As I've been saying today, but at the same time, we can't be looking back. We have to be future focused. We have to look at the future. What is it that we want to do? How is it that we're going to make the lives of our people better? And I believe that we have been doing that. We have been making the lives of our people better. But I believe that whenever the time comes to leave, I think that what do I want to see as my legacy? That I make Belize better. That the future for Belize will be brighter. That we'll be able to get more of our kids into schools. That we have an economy that's resilient and creating opportunities for people. That we can create more entrepreneurs in our country. That the protection of the environment that is more important than ever. That's why we're doing this million tree planting program that we have put in place. These are some of the elements that I want that people could remember. And that more than anything else, that people can think about me as a leader with compassion, a leader that truly cares and that truly loves the Belizean people.
Sunday's National Party Council meeting also coincided with the party's 75th anniversary. The event concluded with a call to action for all members to return to their constituencies and continue the work of the People's United Party. Is there a rift between the Honorable Oscar Mira and the Belmopan City Council? During Sunday's National Party Council meeting in the capital, CEO Narda Garcia laid out the strategies that the PUP will be using heading into next year's municipal elections. In her presentation, CEO Garcia stated that councils and the area representatives must be on the same page and work together. Using Belmopan City Council and its area representative as an example, was that a hint that there's currently a rift between Mira and the City Council? Over the past few weeks, we've been reporting on the increase in fees that local businesses in Belmopan have been receiving, courtesy of the City Council. And in an interview with the media, Mira did not seem happy. We asked Mira about his relationship with the Belmopan City Council.
What she spoke about is how can we harmonize our efforts, local government and the central government and municipalities. We have to work in synchronization, so that the policies that central government has, local governments can follow through with them. So I don't think there's a rift, it's just working together.
Are there any problems between yourself
No,
and
there's
the
none.
council
No,
regarding
no.
this tax issue?
No, there's none. There's none. I mean, I think we have resolved those issues, and we're moving forward, working together and making sure that on the next municipal election, Belmopan once again elects a municipal election led by the People's United Party.
Municipal elections are slated to be held in March of 2027. While the elections are still over a year away, both the People's United Party and the United Democratic Party are gathering candidates to fill their respective slates. During Sunday's National Party Council meeting, the Prime Minister expressed confidence that the People's United Party would sweep the 2027 municipal elections due to work that the party has been doing.
That next year, in March of 2027, this time, we are going to win every single municipal election in this country. And I can say that with confidence, my friends, because the strength of the PUP has always come from you, from the faithful who organize, who mobilize, who defend, who really put their foot. And after always telling the people that whenever the UDP open their mouth, they are lying on the work of the People's United Party. And when you defend me, we are going to continue to win elections after elections. And you defend us because you defend our principles, the principles of the PUP, a PUP that listens, a PUP that works for you, a PUP that believes in social justice, a PUP that wants to ensure that every child can go to school and not only could go to school, but to afford to go to school. That's why Francis Fonseca has included a feeding program for the children of our schools, because a child can't learn when he's hungry. And once we continue doing those things, giving homes to the needy, getting land for our people, looking after our people, ladies and gentlemen, our party will continue to win election after election because we are working for you.
4 resolutions were adopted by the People's United Party during their NPC meeting held in Belmopan on Sunday. One of the major resolutions had to do with the negotiations between BTL and SpeedNet as it relates to BTL's potential acquisition of said company. At Sunday's NPC meeting, the party endorsed the pause of the BTL SpeedNet acquisition talks and threw their support behind the PUC to have a widespread consultations. During his speech, the Deputy Prime Minister, Cordell Hyde, spoke on the pause, stating that he was happy when it was announced, as the PUP was moving away from its roots by not listening to the voice of the people. Here are his comments.
For the first time since we won in 2020, we have a bit of a setback. We have a stumbling the ground, right? Because as you know, we were rolling. A year ago, we were flying high. A couple of months ago, we were flying sky high. Sky high. And then all this talk about the proposed acquisition of Smart came about, And then things get serious. Things get serious, and circumstances suddenly change far away. But that in nature of politics, that in nature of life. The good times don't last forever. It is what you do in that moment that makes all the difference. And what we did, I know, listen, I don't like to know, when the Prime Minister, when it was announced that the Prime Minister press the pause button on the acquisition, me happy. I don't tell the truth, you never happy too? Tell the truth, man, you never happy too? The pause, that PUP at its best. When it happened before, me don't know where that. That are PUP. The pause, the PUP at its best. Because what the pause allows us to do now is to make sure that there is real, genuine consultation with the people of Belize on this issue. And if after a couple months of consultation, the people not there with it, then BTL will have to take a chill pill, you know. They will have to take a chill pill. They will have to shelf it. Because ultimately, it's the people of Belize who owns the company. It cannot be that it's only when elections the people have a say. That's not the PUP way. In the PUP way, the PUP have a say, the people have a say every step of the way.
Following Hyde's speech, we caught up with the Prime Minister to get his thoughts on the DPM's message.
It seems that Deputy PM Cordell Hyde was against this whole BTL speed acquisition.
I don't see it that way. Absolutely not. And I see it that way what he was, as I always said, that once we listen to the people, we can't go wrong. And so we did it as what he pointed out, the PUP way. We put a pause. And what we have done, as I said earlier, that we probably, that BTL put the cart in front of the horse. The Public Utilities Commission has stepped in to take a look at it. And if it is something that makes sense for BTL and for the country, then it's something that should be done. And also, it gives an opportunity to the Public Utilities Commission, if you sit there, also to try to put in the necessary regulations to regulate. Remember, BTL is no longer a telecommunication company. Telecommunication, telephones, or phone calls are being lost to WhatsApp and to Signal and those other ways. So BTL have to be more strategic in their vision and to see how they can increase the profits of BTL, because if BTL were to crash, it's all of us, it's our money. So I will commend Chairman Lizaraga and his management team to be forward-looking in trying to see how they could continue to increase profits. And I think that's what's important. So the DPM was not against it. What he was saying, we are doing it the PUP way, that we always have to go back to the people, and once we have the people on our side, we are going to do well.
So do you think that you are getting away from the PUP way by not having these consultations?
Absolutely not. I don't know how you could come to that conclusion. Remember, the BTL is a private company, and they believe that they were doing it right because as a private company, it's a private decision. But it is obvious, I think, that people want to make sure, they want more information, and people want to ensure, since we own the company, we the people, have to ensure that the decisions that they make are in the interest of we the people.
We'll be taking our last break for the evening and to be back with more news. Stay tuned.
So this is how much I work to you then.
So what, you may want 3 then?
Sure. You Ara.
Sure. And I may think flowers may romantic. Did you just get your girl 1 flower? Now you're in trouble. A poor man out there, man, that's sin.
Your girl doesn't just want 1 flower, she wants a garden.
But builders are too far.
That's why we brought the store to you.
At shopbuildersbz.com, we make it easier to find all your building needs. Shop anytime, enjoy delivery right at your door, and save with every purchase. For February only, first-time users get to enjoy a special reward when signing up.
Ken,
Ota!
can you do all of this?
Yes, with builders hardware.
Festival come to this very nation.
In Isaiah 30:29 it says, "And you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival, and your heart will rejoice." The body of Christ will unite, and many hearts will rejoice on Saturday, March 7, 2026 at the Belize Civic Center, beginning at 6 p.m. as a Heavenly's Productions brings to you Jesus Festival.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus.
Featuring the hottest gospel artist coming out of the Bahamas, Sherwin Gardner.
So I say, with all of my heart and all of my soul, I worship you, O Jah. Tell them that the praises never stop. All I want to do is give you the highest praise.
Also showcasing one of the biggest gospel artists from out of Trinidad and Tobago, Positive, dropping his hit tunes.
Rolling in my two-man army, my Jesus and I wanna sing out some sweet gospel reggae. Blessing after blessing, and nothing can hold it back.
And then it's the return of the biggest gospel band in Belize, Heavenly.
I'm gonna be heavenly's for life, serving Jesus Christ.
And all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, USA, the daughter of the world-famous televangelist Creflo Dollar, none other than Jordan Dollar, with her hit song. Also highlighting Genesis 501 from Capital City, Belmopan. Blind Sight, Genesis Gospel Band from Sugar City, Orange Walk. Reality Youth, Pastor Herman Blees and the Kings Park Prince team. Pastor Frederick Gordon and Garin Carvalho and his GCO group. Remember Jesus Festival.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus. Rocking on the world, I said Jesus.
Taking place Saturday, March 7, Belize Civic Center from 6 p.m. until. Bring out the entire family for a time of praising God and witnessing souls being saved and lives being recommitted to God. For tickets, call 615-4766. That's 615-4766. Sponsors: Angela's Press, Racina's Imports, Cellular World, Love FM, More FM, Quem Radio, Vibes Radio, Plus TV, Channel 7, Channel 5, and Wave Radio. Come on out and be blessed.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus.
Our Belize City is growing because of continued investment. From rehabilitated streets to expanding neighborhoods, significant investments are improving how our city functions and how our communities live. In the last 2 years alone, more than 250 streets have been rehabilitated, representing almost $34 million invested directly in physical infrastructure that improves access and quality of life. At the same time, the city continues to expand. Developments such as the Holy Emmanuel area, also known as Gungulung, reflect increased demand for land and housing as Belize City expands in a more sustainable and resilient way. These planned developments support safer communities and long-term sustainability, contributing to rising property values across the city. Under the Town's Property Evaluation Act, property values are required to be reviewed every 5 years. The last valuation adjustment was done in 2013. This adjustment simply brings property values closer to today's market reality, while the tax rate itself remains unchanged. Let's break it down. For a vacant property valued at $25,000, we charged an annual 2% rate, which works out to a payment of $500. Under the new assessment, the property value has appreciated by 40%, making the property now worth $35,000. Therefore, the new amount to be paid will be 2% of $35,000, which works out to $700. For an occupied property valued at $25,000, we charge an annual 10% rate, which works out to $2,500. Under the new assessment, the property's value has appreciated by 18%, making the property now worth $29,500. Therefore, the new amount to be paid will be 10% of $29,500, which works out to $2,950. To support property owners, your Belize City Council is encouraging residents to take advantage of the ongoing property tax prepayment incentives. Property owners receive 15% off in January, 10% off in February, and 5% in March. And senior citizens receive a 35% discount year-round. Remember, this adjustment represents an appreciation in your property's worth, not a change in tax rates, ensuring continued investment in your city while providing valuable data for informing investors, municipal bondholders, and individual credit assessments. And we want residents to know the law provides a clear mechanism for review and appeal if needed. Those who believe their valuation does not fairly reflect their property have the right to engage the Belize City Valuation Appeals Board. Your Belize City Council remains committed to openness, accountability, and ensuring that growth is managed fairly for everyone. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
We will keep doing what we're doing until every child in this country drinks clean water. When every child in this country drinks clean water, then we know we have gotten to a really good place. And we are working very hard to achieve that.
Today's handover represents a concrete step towards expanding safe and reliable water services for children and families. Access to safe water is essential for health, education, resilience, especially in rural communities where challenges remain greatest.
As leaders, we have to have a vision of wanting to improve the lives of our people. And we don't know it all, but by working with the community, we come to the community and we identify the needs of our community. And by doing so, we can then work together, the government in partnership with very important organizations like UNICEF. The work of supporting our people, be it in water, in electricity, in roads, in health and education, has to be a partnership with other partners.
Drop it like it's hot.
Cyber Realty and Development is the leader in providing solutions to the current land crisis in Belize. For homeowners and investors alike, Cyber Realty is offering special deals on half-acre parcels in its new Emery Village development. Enjoy prime land off Mile 37 on the George Price Highway at an unbeatable price. All you need is the initial down payment of $275 Belize dollars. Take advantage and reserve your half-acre home sites today. Emery Village. Join the community. Invest in your future.
Come to banquet, find your way. Engines roar at the break of day. Volvo outboard surf the waves. Castrol oil is what they crave. Live with power, feel the sound. Heavy machines shake the ground. Riding Honda, feeling proud. Rev it up and shout aloud. Feel the wind against your skin. Smell so wide, let's begin. At banquet where dreams ignite. Gear up and let's take flight. Kohler's power runs our towns. JCB lifts heavy pounds. Find the tools to build your dreams. Banquet's got the best machines. Grip the wheel and never slip. Feel the rush, it's time to trip. Every brand you know and love. Banquet fits you like a glove. Feel the wind against your skin. Smell so wide, let's begin. At Banquet where dreams ignite. Gear up and let's take flight.
Banquet, equipment, parts, service. We represent quality.
The Ministry of Sustainable Development, Climate Change and Solid Waste Management, in partnership with the Republic of China, has officially launched the Belize Multi-Hazard Risk Management Capacity Building Project valued at $1.8 million US. The project was formalized during a signing ceremony held at the Ministry's Green Complex building and is aimed at strengthening Belize's ability to anticipate, prepare for, and respond to climate-related and natural disasters. Remarks were delivered by Minister Orlando Habet and Lily Lee Wen, Ambassador of the Embassy of the Republic of China, both highlighting the importance of resilience, sustainable development, and disaster risk reduction. Funded primarily by the Government of Taiwan with co-financing from the Government of Belize, the initiative focuses on improving interministerial coordination, expanding multi-hazard early warning systems, strengthening community resilience, and introducing advanced wildfire monitoring technologies. The project will be implemented over the 2026 to 2029 period. On Valentine's Day, 23 persons from the special needs community got recognized, honored, and celebrated during a Night to Shine. The Night to Shine initiative was founded by the Tim Tebow Foundation, a faith-based organization determined to spread awareness and God's love to marginalized communities. The Night to Shine celebration was held at the Youth with a Mission's Roaring Creek base, where the coordinators organized a party for 23 persons with disabilities. The group entered the compound on carriages filled with balloons before walking down their very own red carpet. Miss Universe Belize Bella Zabene was also present, giving each participant his or her very own crown. After walking down the red carpet, the participants danced the night away and enjoyed the night that was tailor-made just for them. Speaking about the initiative was the director of YWAM, Liliana Valencia.
This night is a big night of celebrating our special needs community. It's people that are not really recognized that much, that faces so many challenges every day, and they are worthy to be celebrated. So Night to Shine is a Tim Tebow Foundation in the States that started the Night to Shine and is right now running all over the world from yesterday and today, and everybody's celebrating a community of people with disabilities. And so last year we did our first Night to Shine, and it was a complete success, and our people with disability totally enjoy it. And for us and our heart to do this is to bring awareness to our nation that you know, they are valuable and they are worth celebrating and worth loving. And you know, they are bullied and parents have to hide them to prevent, you know, them from being bullied. But we want to show the world that they're special people and beautiful people and worth to be celebrated, like I said before. So we have a carriage with the horses to give them rides. They will come, they have a makeup, shoe shine. It's a prom-like celebration. They will be crowned kings and queens, and they will walk down the red carpet. And then we have pictures, and we have dance and food. And yeah, it's like a prom-like celebration.
And that's the news. Thank you for joining all of us here at Plus TV. Good night and God bless. I am Nivea Ramos.
Blessed Gardens is servicing home gardens across the country from the nation's capital and helping Belizeans reconnect with nature. We have everything you need for your home garden, so get growing. We have various types of soils: fortified soil, composted soil, potting soil, and pure compost for your garden. We have quality seeds and over 65 varieties of food seedlings for your garden. We even have organic insecticides available, EM soil treatment, and Polyshade for your excessive sun or rain. Blessed Gardens has all your garden solution in one location. Call 610-5679. Visit us at the Bubba Pan Market Plaza or enjoy our free deliveries across the country. Blessed Gardens. Get growing, Belize.